Hey everybody, Ryan here again from Ryan's Guitar Shop. Today what I thought I would share with you is an app that I found through TikTok, and I'll post the user here that got me onto this. I believe he's the creator of this. I could be wrong, but I think he made the app. Anyways, he's the one that turned me on this. It's called Mujo, and I just realized after a couple days that it's called Music Journal. And I just wanted to give you some of the thoughts I've been using for the last couple days and see if it might work for you. So here we go. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at the app then. We have the Mujo app here. Now this really is, on the surface, it's just a very basic metronome with some journaling aspects. That's really what you're getting out of this. So if you're looking for a really in-depth metronome with lots of settings, this is probably not for you. However, it does have some nice features along with the metronome. So here's the home screen you see here. So at the very top, you can see 72. I can just go ahead and use it as a simple metronome. And then the next thing you see is some items. So these are some songs I've been working on. And then the archive down below is the songs that come preloaded into that. So I can just kind of turn that off there. So what I can do is use this again to not only practice with the metronome, but use it to kind of keep track of various things. And I'll show you some of those things here in just a second. So first off, I can add a song to my list. So I've wanted to add just a general practice session. So that means that if I'm just going to sit down and just kind of practice maybe some random stuff with nothing in particular goals in mind, I might just play that. So here's some songs. So yesterday, I was working on this arrangement of Sounds of Silence. So you can see I've got the metronome here. We've got the play button, we've got the add, and it's interesting. It goes up by increments of 4, which I find interesting because whenever I practice, I usually go up in increments of 5 because I found that increments of less than 5 really don't help improve much. You know, going from 72 to 73 in this case, I'm not going to really notice a difference. So I think it's interesting that he has it set for increments of 4. So I can practice that and it remembers what I had from before. On the left here, if I hit this button, if I just want to set an appropriate amount of time or a specific amount of time to practice, so if I know I want to practice this for 20 minutes, and I've always found it interesting whenever I practice, you practice and if you're not really paying attention, it seems like forever, and then you really look and it's like, oh, only been 10 minutes. And my students do that all the time. They'll be like, I practice an hour, but it really seems like it seems like an hour, but maybe it's much shorter. So you can set a specific amount of time, or you can just hit the clock here, and it will just start recording your progress from there. And then you can play the metronome, you can hear the clicks and so forth from there. Just like a regular metronome, do your practicing. So on the bottom left here, you can add notes. So you could say day 1. Now it will keep track of the dates for you, so you don't have to do that, but you could put worked on measures 1 through 10. You could add any notes you want. So here's the history. So the last 7 days, since this is the only time I've practiced this song, you can see yesterday I practiced for about 15 minutes the Sounds of Silence. And then if I go into settings, I can put the save tempo or remember what I have. I can do a little bit with, again, the metronome features. The thumbs up counter, I'm assuming that's just kind of like if I practice a session or a section really well and I like it, I can hit the thumbs up or the thumbs down, like how many times did I do it correctly, how many times did I do it not correctly. And then quick notes, I'm not really sure too much with that, to be honest. And then there's the history. You can see that I've practiced. Again, I've only had this app a couple days, so I can just see which songs I've been practicing and how long. I'm not really, too big on that, I guess, too much, but I think it's kind of a nice feature if you are into that. It's just kind of, again, a way to kind of keep track. So pretty simple on the surface, couple of bucks. I don't think it's, not too overpriced. At least it's not a monthly subscription like it seems like every app is doing nowadays. So yeah, just pretty clean and simple. So if you just want a little bit more than just a metronome to practice, then this is a good app for you, I think.